Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. When last we left off, we had fought a Mandalorian group. We talked to Juhani and got her to go back, and I think that cleanses the taint, I believe. Now we have a bunch of Mandalorian data pads that we're going to read over here. Jog went missing in Sector B. Then Riza saw someone moving south of there. Take a couple troops and find out who it is. If they look suspicious, terminate. Jog, did you remember not to take the XT model bike out today? There was something funny with one of the intakes, and I thought it could jam. Heh, consider yourself lucky. If someone was dumb enough to take that thing out, he would have plowed right into the ground within a kilometer. That's the Kalo Nord one. Got our Pazak side deck. Bunch of stuff. Just a whole slew of stuff. That is one thing I haven't thought of, is that I could actually take Karth's blaster and give it to Mission and upgrade it. It would be a good one-handed blaster. Boluk? Boluk? Who is Boluk? And why do I care? I don't know if I do care or not, but care enough to go beep! Even though the rest of my team is like about to die, but whatever.
Achuta, 뭔가 군비스돌비 기구구였나. 동 바투가 스막딜이야.
Who are you?
dijo tonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching balamule tongking ba nunotak. Tokning chatukune mulerabe.
Okay.
Muchashat bakat. Kienono namapaule rachikun. Ta kunjus takmiki grabulmolo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut.
Okay. I suppose. You're trying to say you can't solve this case? Is that what you're trying to say? What do you want me to do?
Ikingkuno ba mulera chikun. Tong haidwam juji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikitu. Dolpa da bonkwaleo gan. Lunga diho tonga kun honkabi. Wana kun be.
Okay.
Chikun ita haldonga.
These three men were out in the field together earlier before the clouds broke.
Imo podonar diho dunga. Lunga diho tonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek. Togning ka chikun ita
Father Medic was shot in the back with a blaster rifle. Rifle found lying near his body with bloodstains on it. Okay. Two other men were found at the scene when I arrived. Hadn't golf, he was unarmed. Carrying a hunting razor. Didn't say anything to do it in there. They came across the body. Is there anything else I should know? Okay. Handon has a hurt side. Rickard was favoring the leg. Okay, we need to save, because if we get this wrong, I don't think we get another chance. So, let's go ahead and save this here. Alright. I think we want to get information from the
You must be the one Master Boluk has enlisted to help him with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government facilities here on Dantooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Kaldanetic, Ricard Lusov, and Handon Gold. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Nittick. Is there any information you require?
What did you find out about the body?
My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about these planes.
These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Irias are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Calf hounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by calf hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need?
Okay, so you're supposed to always have a weapon, and one of these guys doesn't.
Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Okay.
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me?
No.
Well, I presume you wish to hear my story, then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there. All of a sudden, I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead.
Did you see the killer?
I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
Uh-huh.
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Rickard Lusoff. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here.
Tell me what happened.
Well, I was out hunting Irias when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in?
So Rickard may have shot him, thinking he was an Irias. Behind with a blaster. But he had a laser weapon.
Is there any other information you need? My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the... Is there any... Very well.
How can I be of further assistance?
You're holding your side. Are you injured?
Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bantha. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Do you? Well,
How can I be of
something
further...
else. Why were you out here?
I was taking my daily constitutional. I just happened to be running by when I heard a shot. I ran over and found Calder's body lying there.
Do you often run around the plains?
Yes, quite often. I generally prefer running to anything else. Can't stand speeders. A healthy body will breed a healthy mind, as I always say. How can I...
What did you see happen?
Well, actually, I didn't see anything. I was over across the bridge. I heard a shot and came over. I can tell you I was sure surprised to see Calder's body lying there. I just got here when I saw Rickard coming out of the rocks holding his blaster. I was terrified. I had no idea what he was going to do, so I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave. Master Baluk came out here with his droid and started questioning us. I think he really doesn't understand what's going on. I hope that you'll be able to make a more informed decision and get me out of here soon. I have things I have to do.
I want to ask you
How can I
something
be
else. Alright, it won't let me ask him what he has
Of
to
course.
do. That's one of the things I would like to know, is like, why are you in
So,
such a rush?
what do you
know?
want to know?
But Luke said you were limping. Are you hurt?
Well, I kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious. So,
Okay. What did you see happen?
well, I was out hunting Irias south of here. and I saw one over by the bridge. The sun was pretty much right behind it, though, so I couldn't see it none too clearly. I shot, and when I came over here, I found Handon standing over the body, holding his side. There wasn't an Iriaz in sight. I think he might have taken it. Calder must have been hunting it himself, because there was a rifle lying close to the body. Bullock's got that now. Mine, too. I want that back.
I want to ask you something else. Why were you out here?
I told you already, didn't I? Was hunting some Iriaz. Haven't seen many in the area recently, what with those calf hounds acting up. But they're still around. Was in my blind a little south of here when I spotted one, like I said before. I shot and pow! It went down. But when I come over here, there's Handon standing over the body and the Iriaz was gone. Now, I don't have nothing to do with this, so can I go now?
Not just yet.
Ah, you please. So, what do you want to know? Right.
Okay, can I get any more
Is there
information
any
out of the
other-
information droid now?
My preliminary analysis is that these there so is there there
Right, so I can't ask him about why he doesn't have a weapon, since it's a requirement.
How can I be of further... Of course.
Aku? Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita ka chi kun ita hodonga. Iking kuno ta kung just tak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodong. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun beka chi kun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulerachi.
I think they're both lying. I honestly think they're both lying. I don't think either of them's telling the truth. So, the reason I say that is because, according to his information, he was holding his side and his panting when he got here. That could mean that he was running, but it doesn't mean that he's in shape. And it definitely doesn't mean that he runs all the time. So him saying he was out running and I do it all the time, maybe not. Because he's legitimately, if he was panting and holding his side, that probably means that he was hurting from running so hard. At least that's what I'm kind of thinking here. He was saying that he was shooting into the sun, but his information is saying that it was cloudy at that time. That doesn't make any sense at all. This thing said that it's required to have a weapon out here, yet he apparently didn't have one. So I think they're both lying. I honestly do.
Akupa chekopa. Ji.
Okay, I want to discuss the murder.
Di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun ta kung just tak
Said that he
miki
was
grabel
nearby and he
mogo.
heard a shot and ran out of
Kachichu
it. When
ita
Colin already dead.
bodonga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru
A
chuchu.
blaster in his hands.
Moga jidu ba the one ni di bobo. Tong na
Here he
bung
is.
sha
Saw him in the sun
nunya.
and shot at him.
Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Oye tikito. Dolpa da bonk wale o gandona chuchut. Kachi mucho shak pakhat. Ki no.
I think Rickard is lying. It was cloudy. There was no sun glare.
Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonk wale o gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto tun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Wonga kumbis chang ba mulira.
Yeah.
Ta kumjus tak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut.
Yep.
Mogisha ponka bola wana chikne. Kachi kun ita hodonga. Iking ku mujushat bakat.
Oh, okay. So I just need to figure out. All right.
How can I be of further assistance?
Did you know the victim?
I knew him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. I never really associated with him that much. In truth, I didn't really want to. He had a reputation. Very inconsiderate of family, I heard. But merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him.
No one says you killed him. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit agitated. Why must we remain here? Can't you see that Rickard must have shot him?
I want to ask you something else.
How can I be of further assistance?
Why would someone want to kill him?
Well, you see, Calder was involved in some pretty sordid business from time to time. More often than not, I've heard. Disreputable business practices, even more disreputable clients. I've even heard he had dealings with a hut. A hut here on Dantooine. Now, I bet you're wondering if I had any reasons to kill the man, but I tell you, I hardly knew him. I saw him once or twice, yes, and I've heard some pretty unkind things about him, but certainly nothing that would make me want to kill him.
No one says you killed him.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit agitated.
That's all
Of
for
course.
now.
So, what do you want to know?
Did you know the victim?
Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slime ball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife. So,
Why would someone want to kill him?
you Jedi are so predictable. Always seeing some greater purpose behind everything, when the simple answer is usually the right one. Can't you see that it must have been Handon? I found him standing over the damned body. I don't know why this is causing you so much trouble. You almost seem as lost as this Bullock guy. So. Right.
Is there any other...
Tell me about Calder and
The
Handon.
Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettic and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information you need?
They had a speeder together?
According to the municipal authorities near the Garang spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in a cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Nettic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need?
Okay. Well, that would mean he is lying. At least it should. I don't know, maybe it doesn't. But it sounds like that's what that means to me. So, hey, Baluk. I want to discuss the murder.
Dihotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun kachi kun itahodonga. Iking kulunda dihotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamu.
Well, Handon is lying, I think. He rented a speeder with Calder.
Kachi kun itahodonga dihotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez. Jedabadawana nidibobo. Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa.
Now! Let me try something else.
Dihotonga.
Rickard's lying. They had a fight over business matters.
Kachi kun itahodonga. Iking kuno pamulera chikun. Slimo podona. Rundihodunga kuta kumjus takmiki grabulmogo. Kachichu itabodunga. Tolbabank. Wale ogandan. Kachi kun itahodonga. Iking kuno pamulera. Muchushat pakat.
Okay, so he wanted a motive for murder there. If I'd known he was looking for a motive, I wouldn't have talked about him and the thing there, so...
Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about the weapon found at the scene.
We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need?
Okay, so it isn't Calder's weapon.
Very well.
How can I be of further assistance?
Do you know about the weapon found by the body?
That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous calf hounds around. Even an Irias can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance?
You knew Calder better than you admit. You ran into Speeder with him.
But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in given the opportunity, but I would not kill him.
Punch his face in? Why?
My wife was cheating on me with him. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime.
That's painted really badly for him.
How can I be...
I wonder what happens if I say this to him. You wanted to kill Calder for having an affair with your wife.
Knock his block off, maybe, sure, but not kill him. I hope you don't find that incriminating. Normally I'm not prone to outbursts like that, but Calder, Mr. Neddick, he was not a very nice person. Not a very nice person to me or my family. I had had my suspicions for several weeks, but had no proof until 2 days ago. It seems Calder was seeing my wife. Right under my nose, no less. But, as much as I may hate him for that, it may have been my own fault.
All right.
I was just out...
Alright, that's all for now.
Of course.
So, what do you want to know?
What about the weapon found by the body?
That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Ichani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had. That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's.
I want to ask you something else.
So, what do you want to know?
You thought Calder was cheating you.
Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are.
You can't deny it. You can deny it, but there was bad blood between you.
Right. So, what... Now, we've been... So... That... Oh, that...
That's all
Right.
for now.
Is there any other...
Is there a report of Handon's blaster being stolen?
I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other information you need? Very well.
How can I be of further... Of course.
If it's his blaster, but it wasn't stolen. I know this video is getting long, my timer's about to go off, but I want to do this side quest in this video, so... My timer's about to go off for 25 minutes, so... I want to discuss the murder, so let's see if we can do this here. Blaster is Handon's. He lied about it being stolen.
오늘 카치군 이다하던가 이 킹군 오빠 무주샷 박한.
Okay, so now we gotta talk about the blood sample.
Is there any other...
Tell me about the blood sample.
I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the Enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need?
Okay.
Very well.
How can I be of further assistance? Injured? No, of course not. How can I... Because block, you know, but I was... Of course.
So. Right.
정 아봉샤 옵니나 원가 콤비스 캥 발레모
It did not belong to the victim.
론더 디호던가 군 헝가비 원가
I'd have to say it's Handon's. How could you get the blood from a wound on a sprained ankle? I'll go with Handon's. He's clutching his side.
론더 디호던가 군 헝가비 원가 군베스 칭 발라몰레 통킹바 누노덱 독닝 셔투군네 몰레라베스
Hey, what are you doing?
제도바도 와는 이디보보 동나붕샤 누누냐 동바두카시막
Because he's the one who got shot by Rickard.
군 이다하던가 이킹군 오빠 몰레라치군 스리모포도나 룬디호둥가 구 훈카베
Okay. I think they're both guilty.
룬더 디호던가 군 헝카비 어느 군베스 칭 발라몰레 통킹바 누노덱 도정 아봉샤 옵니나
Handon admitted Calder was having an affair with his wife.
다 공주 스탁 미끼 그랍을 먹어 같이 주 있다 보던가 돌바방크 원래 오간다 나루 추추트 먹으샤 봉가
Each of them plotted to kill him, exactly.
물레 슬리모 보다다다 난가 쿠비스 물레라 카치군
Found him first, shot him because of the affair Calder was having with his wife. Shortly after, Rickard arrived on the scene, saw Handon, thought it was Calder, shot him in retaliation for the credits Calder had cheated him out of the business.
통하이트웜 주지 좀 룸바 니타 포에 티키토
Dropped his blaster.
돌바다 봉과레어 간도나 추추
Probably thought Rickard was going to kill him, so he called us, hoping to convince us it was Rickard.
Damn both of you.
다 공주 스탁 미끼 그랍을 먹어 같이 주 있다 보던가 돌바방크 원래 오간다 나루 추추트 먹으샤 봉가 몰라와나 찍네 와물레 슬리모 보다 카치군
We should both under arrest. Haha! I'll escort you to the holding facilities of the Jedi Enclave. Done well here. It's obvious you've been studying our lessons
니타
carefully.
포에 티키토
I'll be sure to inform the Jedi Council of your performance in this little test. Good day, and may the force be with you.
군비스 돌비 기구이
Joyous occasion! 1,300 experience points, and we leveled up. When we come back, we will take advantage of these levels ups and continue to be Jedi. I'm not sure why that doesn't get you light side points, but it doesn't. Whatever. I guess it doesn't have to. When it happens, it happens. I'll see you all then. Have a good one.